Let's try this again. Oh, let's try this again. Hello there. Mic check. That sounds pretty good. All right. All right. What up, y'all? Okay, I said 12:10, but obviously we had a little bit of audio technical difficulties, but we're back. Here we are. Stock market live, Friday the 9th. Next Friday is payday. So I got these things right here for y'all to check out. And basically, let's see how this is doing. Where's BNGO? Pretty close to 7. So I just need one more week for this to stay above 7, and I'm straight on this one. So this should come down pretty good. Regardless, Microvision, you see it tanking, which is good because the likelihood of me getting assigned these shares are going up. So that's what I want. So I can show you guys what you do if you end up getting assigned shares. So if you're new, you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you stick around and all that good noise. So 12:15, we're gonna go ahead and get it popping. Get it popping. Mhm. Mhm. Let's see here. Send this out to some folks. Hoop class. If y'all on the live, say what's up. Let me know who's on here. Let me pop this up. Dashboard. Oh, that's not what I want. There we go. Update. What's going on, you guys? If you on here, say what's up. We'll just go to live chat. What's this right here? How do you pop this joint out? Anyways, okay, here we go. Let's see if I can send this to somebody else real quick. All right, after this one right here, we're going to go ahead and get it popping. All right. So, welcome to the Investment League. Thank you for tuning in. Today's going to be a market update, basically on my account, what's going on in the market. It's April, a new month. Last month was pretty crazy, to say the least. Um, Even from February, it came down, then it made a new high, middle of March, and then right back down. You know what I'm saying? So, what? Oh, so it's April, and if you've been in the market for a while, you notice that the stock market is actually kind of predictable. So you can actually time things according to the time of year, what month of the year it is. If you look at a chart like this, you can kind of go back in time and see where it's been, what kind of trend does it follow, and then you can just follow that trend. It's like actually pretty simple. Um, if you've been following along and watching my streams or just what I've been talking about when I talk about the stock market, one thing is if you don't know what company to invest in, start with the SPY, and then you can look inside the SPY to see what companies inside the SPY you might want to invest in, or the QQQ, which is all tech stocks. So if you're a little confused or there's too many companies or you just don't know what companies have stocks, look inside the SPY, look inside the QQQ, look inside the Dow Jones, and they're gonna have the top performing companies. So if you look right here, this is the SPY, the chart, and you can tell right here, obviously, like this right here, it went from 386 to 409 from March 25th to today. So that's about like 2 weeks, I believe. So just in the last 2 weeks, it went from down here to up here. And like I said, if you've been watching the streams or you've been listening to me talk about the stock market, I've said if you don't know what to invest in the SPY to get a head start. If you don't want to be looking at it every day or looking at your stocks every single day or even every single week for that matter, the SPY is where you want to look up. Or what's up, Mikey? Um, and look at this right here. Like you would make money if you were investing in the SPY right now because it's at all-time highs. It's never been this expensive before for the SPY. So you're making money. And this is just what the stock market is. You just invest in an ETF or a company and you continuously add money as you get paid. You got to set up some type of automatic or some type of like you do your bills, every month or every other week or every paycheck. You're depositing money, you're investing your money, and you would be making money right now just because of this right here. And this is the SPY. So it requires absolutely no effort, zero effort. And if you were investing in the SPY, you would be up. And if we go back and look at when I first started my live streams or when I first started doing this whole thing, it was back in November. So November, this is October 30th. So let's go November 12th. So November 12th, the SPY was worth $351, which you can see over towards the right of the screen where those blue and yellow bars are. It says 351.93. So if you watched one of my streams or one of my videos on this date, November 13th, and you were like, you know what, I'm gonna invest in the SPY, and you put $100 in there, and let's say you just left it there, you're $100, or let's say you bought one share, so you put $351 in there. Now you'd be up 58 bucks just from holding it. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to keep an eye on it. You don't have to do. It's basically like buying shoes, putting it in the closet, and then 2 or 3 months from now you take it out and you see how much it's worth, and it's worth more than it was when you bought it. So the same exact concept, except we're dealing with stocks, and is everything that you can do on your own. You don't actually need to go sell your shoes to make money. You just sell it back to the market or you sell it to somebody else, and that's how you make your money. Or you just hold it and you continue to buy. And that's one thing that I was doing with Tesla and ARK. And as you can see, I'm down to about $12 now. It was up earlier this week, but Tesla's, very volatile, which means that it goes up and down a lot, pretty drastically, and it can do that in a short amount of time. So let me go to Tesla on this chart. So this chart right here on TradingView I used to chart when I went to get into a position, mostly with options, which we'll talk about later. But you can see there's some big swings here. This is like 873, and then down here is 573. Whereas I was looking at the SPY, it does look just as crazy, but to go from 394 to 377 is not as crazy as $200. So that's where we're at. But like I was saying with Tesla, I've been adding money every single month. So in 2 weeks, not the 16th, but the week after that, we're depositing another $200 into this account. We're taking 100. I'm buying more Tesla. Another 100. I'm buying more ARK. And as you can see right here, it's gone down. So let me see if I can go back and show you guys last week. I'm gonna go to my live stream from last week and show you guys where we were last week or 2 weeks ago when I bought Tesla again, because I bought it and I was down quite a lot, and now I'm down quite a little bit. Let's go check this out. So let's see here. You can see right here. Let me pause this. You can see right here, I'm down $37.59. And at that time, I only had $200 of my own money in Tesla. So you saw that 37.87, and then today I'm only down $11.58. That's because I was buying it when it was at a lower point. So as Tesla was dropping in price, I was buying it. You know, down here I was buying it at these dips, and now that it's coming back up, I'm making money a lot faster. So I'm going to be able to start making money and be profitable a lot sooner than just holding my stocks until they finally recover, or never buying when it falls. So in the stock market, when stocks go up, it's good because you're making money. And when stocks go down, it's good because it gives you opportunity to buy stocks at a cheaper price. So as long as you're in this for the long term and you're not trying to make a quick dollar, um, you're gonna make money. It's really hard not to make money. You know what I'm saying? If you buy when things drop and you hold it when things go up, or you can sell it when they go up, you're never gonna go broke taking profits. So that's where we're at. I have $806 in buying power, meaning that I'm not investing any of this money. So what I want to do, maybe not this live stream, but in future live streams, maybe next week, because next week is going to be payday. What I might do is do a day trade. So a day trade is when you buy or sell a stock or an option, and then you sell it that same day. So they try to prevent people from doing that. Well, I wouldn't say prevent, but they try to regulate it kind of, because it's very risky, very dangerous. You can lose all of your money in that day. Um, and then if you do that, the chances of you losing all of your investment are greater, because this is a long-term thing. So you have to be very careful and know what you're doing and be very confident in what you're doing. And things can always go in the opposite direction, because I could have looked at this drop right here, and then I see this big candle and think it's going to start going back up, and then it drops again. So you have to be right, and you have to be right that day. So we'll probably do that next week. So make sure you guys tune into next week's live stream so you can see how a day trade works. Everything that I'm doing, you can see these trades right here. These I'm holding, for at least a year, no shorter than a year. So obviously not a day trade. And then these expire on the 16th, which I got a couple weeks ago. So these are not day trades because I'm holding it for longer than a day, longer than a week even. And so next week, these are going to expire. I'll collect my money. I'll withdraw my money. I'll deposit $200, do the whole nine, buy some more ARK and Tesla, see where we're at. Hopefully we're up on these. And that's that. Let's go over these real quick. My BNGO, it's really close to my $7 mark. So as long as it stays above that by the end of the day next Friday, I'll be good. I'll probably close this a day or two early, depending on where this is at. But I want this to be less than $5, basically. And once it's under five, more so under one or two, then that's a good time for me to get out. I'm cool with that. But we're just gonna hold that for now, even though it's a week away. And then this is the one that I really want to show you guys, because I've been doing this play ever since I've been doing this strategy ever since I started doing my live streams, or ever since I started my YouTube channel, basically. And basically what I'm doing is I'm taking a certain amount of money to own 100 shares of a company, and I'm putting it on hold, and I'm getting paid to maybe buy the shares. So last month I did this for Microvision at $14. Let me see if I can go down and look at that. How come it won't let me? Let me go to Microvision first of all. All right. So let's see. All right. So down here on February 23rd, actually, let's go a little bit lower. So on February 16th, oh, this is all right. So let's go to February 23rd. On February 23rd, I agreed to buy 100 shares of Microvision at $14 a share. I thought $14 was a really good price target that it might stay above, and it did that. It did that perfectly. It did come down to $10, but then it came back up just before my expiration date, which was, I think, March 15th. So the end of March 15th, it ended up all the way back up at 18 something. So I didn't have to buy the shares, which is basically what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to close above that, so I didn't have to buy the shares at 14, and I made a free $225, absolutely free. So I closed it for $4, so I really made 221. And then this week or this month, what I wanted to do was actually get assigned so I can show you guys what happens if you do get assigned. Because if you don't get assigned, you don't have to buy the shares, you get your money back. If you do get assigned, then you have to buy the shares. So you don't get your money back, but you have 100 shares of the company. So you didn't lose your money. You just own the shares now. So there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're picking companies that you believe in, you think are gonna do good in the long term, or whatever the case may be. So I have Microvision at $16. So if it finishes below 16 by the end of next Friday, I'm gonna have to buy these shares, and I'm just gonna let this thing do it. I'm not gonna close it early, no matter how much money I make, or no matter how low this goes, or how high it goes, or if it stays the same. I'm gonna close. I'm gonna let it close out by itself. I'm gonna buy the shares at 16 if I have to, and then I'm gonna show you the other side. So I showed you guys what happens if you don't have to buy the shares. I want to show you guys what happens if you do buy the shares, how to get out of it, how to still profit from it. Because right now, if I buy them at $16, you can see Microvision's actually $14 right now. So technically, I would be losing $200 on this trade if I do have to buy it. But the good thing with this is that I didn't lose that $200. I'm just down $200. So as long as I don't sell my shares back to the market at 14, then I don't actually lose $200. I just am down on my position. So that's one of the best things about owning stocks is that when they do drop in price, you're not losing money as long as you're in it for the long term and you're willing to hold it out until it comes back up. And if you don't want to wait till it comes back to $16 for you to be broken even or break even, then you can buy more shares when it's down here. And then basically your break even price begins to drop. So it could end up being $15. Like if I was to buy another 100 shares after I bought this one for 14, then I would only need it to get to $15 for me to break even. And then if it goes up to 16, then I'd be up $100. So I'm going to show you guys that whole process, how all of that works after I get assigned these shares, which I'm hoping. So I picked a strike price that was a little bit higher than I would like, but I wanted to make sure that I get assigned. And if I was to pick that $14 strike price, it is pretty close right now. So I could have picked 14. Excuse me. I could have picked 14 and still made out and still able to get assigned and not have to risk that extra 200. But 16 is not too bad. As you can see, it has been up here and it is kind of consolidating, which meaning that the price range of the up and downs that it's going to and rejecting and coming back down and going back up is getting slimmer. So the slimmer it gets, the more chances of it to go either up a lot or down a lot. And in my opinion, my guesstimation, I think it's going to go up. I think it's going to continue to go up as it continues to make new products, stay in the market, innovate. All of these companies that are in the stock market are trying to grow, right? And Microvision, as you can see, since December has been going up and it's doing really well, in my opinion. So Microvision's a good play for me. And yeah, so that's what we got going on. If you have any questions on this whole thing, please let me know so I can explain it here on this live. Let's see here. Let me close all this extra stuff. What companies are you guys investing in? And anything else? Anything else? The ARK play. Where am I at? Bitcoin is doing its thing. I'm just holding it. I'm still up, over 127%. So this has to go way back down past, 50. It has to go back below 25,000 for me to be like, all right, like I lost all the money that I made, but we're still good in Bitcoin. I'm just going to keep that 100 in there. Let's see here. So next Friday, make sure you guys stay tuned because next Friday, we're going to look at these positions, see where we're at, and I'm probably going to do a day trade. It's not a guarantee, but if the cards look right, I might do a day trade real quick. A day trade can be 3 seconds. It can be 10 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. It all depends on what your game plan is, and I'll be able to show you guys the whole process next week. So I'm going to look up a stock, see how they're doing, and we'll see what stocks we want to do our day trade on. It could be quick. So if I was to put, let's say, like $100 into a day trade and I'm up $5, I could close it right there and collect that $5 and be like, you know what? I made money. You know what I'm saying? There's no There's no requirement on how much you need it to go up before you can take profit. You can take profit whenever you want to. You can buy it and sell it within that 1 minute, and if it went up within that 1 minute, then you made money. So day trading, it's risky. You could lose all your money, but it's fun. And if you have money that you can waste, and you want to just kind of be, a little gambly-ish, you could do a day trade, but the stock market honestly is not the place to day trade because in the long run, unlike casinos, if you're at the casino for too long in the long run, you're gonna end up giving all your money back. That's just how that's just how it's set up. Gambling. If you stick around for too long, the house edge eventually kicks in and you lose all your money. In the stock market, it's the exact opposite. So if you stick around long enough, you'll start to make money. So try to stick in this for the long term. Try not to look too much into the short term profits. When you're down, that's a perfect opportunity to buy more. So if you're ever down on a position, perfect time to buy more. Unless you're investing in a company that nobody knows about, that doesn't even have any products out yet, that just came out, you want to make sure you're in well-known companies, companies that are not in debt, companies that because a lot of people, you're not going to buy something at the store if you don't know what it is or what it does. You want to know what it does, how good is it? You want, the best quality. You want the best, you want the safest. You want the newest technology. So why not do that when you're in the stock market? And if you do that when you're in the stock market, you know, you're not going to go wrong. So that's long-term investing. These options, I would say, are short-term because these are expiring every single month. So I'm taking a month out to make quick cash, but it's not as quick as day trades where you could lose all your money that same day. So the only reason or the only way that I would do a day trade is if I use money that I made, not money that I actually put in myself. So at the end of next week, or what I will do after next week, we'll see where we're at, how much money we have in our buying power, and whatever we have from profits that we've made so far from these plays. I could use that money to day trade just to get a little excitement going, and try to make a quick buck and show you guys how all of that works. But I would never day trade with money that I actually put in. I would always day trade only with money that I made in the stock market because basically that's free money. And if you lose it, then you only lost money that you made, so you come back to break even. So you didn't really lose. Um, but then if you make money, you used free money. You used money that was given to you for free to make more money. You can never be upset about that. So, any questions, people? Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, share this with all your friends and family. If none of you are investing, if you know somebody who's not investing yet, send them my link. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Yeah, yeah. All right. So no plays are actually going to be made today. But as you can see also, I mean, I'm only down $4.59 today, but my account, it was up here at 385. This looks crazy because it kind of just goes based off of like the relativity. So this could be a chart and this could be like 2,000 and this could be 3,000 on somebody who's got that drastic of a move, but mine's is not that drastic. But I just want to show you guys that, my account is still moving up gradually over time. So over the last month, I'm up 9%, so about 10. But in the course of a month, that's really good. Over the last 3 months, so this would be back in January. Look at that. I was at 2,400, $2,400 in January, and now I'm at 3,100. So that's $700 that we are up right now. So very steady progress, very good progress. And yeah, so if you're not investing, start investing. If you're not putting money in every month, make sure you put money in every month. If you don't know what to invest in, start with SPY, then look inside it. If you have any questions, let me know. Oh, what's going on with me? My voice. Good stuff. You like that? The can is you can't even see what it is because, well, you can if you know the logo, but blends in with the green screen. All right. Let me see here. Where's everybody at? All right, guys. So quick video. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you're watching this after the live stream and this is a rerun, you can still comment down below. And I'll see y'all on the next live stream next Friday. Make sure you stick around on that one because we're gonna make money on that one. We're probably gonna day trade, so it'll be a little bit more exciting. And yeah, so take it easy, y'all. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all then. Peace.